Kenya might be in trouble.
We are following breaking news out of Kenya. A demonstration by people angry over planned tax hikes has turned deadly.
Let's talk about Kenya, the land of majestic wildlife, the best marathon runners in the world, and once upon a time, economic promised land. Yes, there was a time when Kenya was the darling of East Africa, the rising star with a bright economic future. But what on earth happened? Take a seat and I'll tell you. We're about to take a wild ride through Kenya's economic highs and lows. Won't you join me in a time machine and let's rewind to the early 2000s. Things were looking up, the economy was on the rise, roads were being built faster than you can imagine, and Nairobi was transforming into a tech hub. Oh yeah, the Silicon Savannah, it was famously called. Kenya had big dreams, and it was chasing them down like a cheetah after its prey. Optimism was in the air. A new president was elected after Daniel Arap Moi was barred from running for president after being in power for 25 whole years. Yes, you heard that right, 24 years. Wow, that's a long time for one president. So now let's fast forward to the new leadership in Kenya that brought hope with promises of growth, jobs, and a better life for everyone, including babies, especially babies. Why not? They are the bright future of Kenya. After all, there was even talk of Vision 2030. Yes, a grand plan to make Kenya a middle-income country. Middle income in Africa? Why not? You gotta dream big, right? The future looked bright for Kenya. But now, just like any good story, there's always a plot twist. Fast forward to today, 2024, and things aren't exactly going as planned. Instead of cruising on the highway to prosperity, Kenya seems to be stuck in a traffic jam on Thika Road. That's a road in Nairobi, by the way. You don't want to be stuck in rush hour. Anyway, what went wrong with Kenya's economy? For starters, debt. Lots of it, and the Chinese kind. Kenya borrowed money like it was a buy one, get one free sale. Infrastructure projects were supposed to drive growth, but instead, they drove the country deeper into debt. And when the bill came due, Kenya was like, wait a damn minute. This has to be paid back? Then there's the shilling. The poor thing. Kenya's currency took hits from all sides. It took jabs from left and right, depreciation, inflation, you name it. Watching the Kenyan shilling struggles is like watching your favorite soccer team lose game after game. Heartbreaking, and you can't do nothing about it. Just like watching Man U the last few years. Now, let's talk about unemployment, especially youth unemployment, which is a ticking time bomb. And the people are asking, where did all the jobs go? The youth need jobs and optimism for the country to prosper, right? Remember when everyone thought they'd be the next entrepreneur, just like the Kardashians? Now everyone is just trying to survive. Now let's talk about the big elephant in the room that's also led to Kenya's bad economy. And I'm talking about corruption. Some have been enjoying more than their fair share, I should say, of the national cake. Meanwhile, the rest are left picking up crumbs. Maybe it's time to start sharing the cake. I mean, everyone loves cake. The rest of Kenya is one cake. Cake means money. I'm sure everybody gets it. Moving on. So now, an economy that was supposed to be cruising is in desperate need of a pit stop. But hold on, bro. It's not all doom and gloom. I mean, Kenyans are known for their resilience, right? They are soul survivors, just like that Beyonce song. So maybe this can be turned around.